So you're saying Merlin is real?
I'm saying that he's real within his own fictional world. Like, when a magician makes someone disappear, they don't really disappear. They're somewhere in the box or something. When Merlin makes someone disappear, they really disappear.
I wish you would disappear.
All right, on with the show.
Coming up on Poker Headlines with Jess and BJ, we recap the fast and furious Day 2 action of the 5-Diamond World Poker Classic and mull over whether the intense stare of Scott Clements is capable of melting a popsicle. But before we get into that,
Time to settle up.
or as I like to call it, the part of the show where we remind everyone how much smarter I am than BJ.
Whatever. We don't even bet money. I don't even try.
I care about pride. It's important. And that's why I'm very happy to announce I won the over-under from yesterday again.
1-0. Big deal. What was the line?
The line was how many players were going to be in the total field. We had 391 registered at the end of day 1. Registration opened midway through day 2. The line was set at
416.
416. Blew that out of the water. We hit
I lost early.
438 players. So someone's leading, someone's losing.
Okay,
Greatest
let's
day.
move on to the next line, which is our chip leader today, Antonio Esfandiari.
Who ended the day with like 500,000 chips, but has a tendency to kind of get chips early. And as he explained to Kimberly Lansing in one of the videos on World Poker Tour, they pull a disappearing act. So our line for tomorrow is
Antonio's chip count at the end of day 3 tomorrow, 275,000.
Right.
Now, as the Tina Fey of poker, why don't you go first?
why, thank you. I am going to take the over on this one because I think that this might be Antonio's tournament, and more importantly, in the greater scheme of things, with as many players as I think will be left tomorrow at the end of the day, 275,000 really isn't that much.
Yeah.
That if he is alive, he's probably going to be over that mark.
Right. I agree somewhat with your logic, but I gotta say, it's still gonna be tough. I gotta take the under. We're gonna lose a lot of players tomorrow. It's gonna be tough for Antonio to not be one of them. Sorry, Antonio. Rooting for you. I'd like to be wrong. Not really, I never want to be wrong. But, yeah, I don't think he's gonna make it.
Well, we'll see if Antonio, the wizard Esfandiari, can work a little magic.
Not a real wizard.
Anyways, Antonio, not the only person at the top of the chip counts. Lots of big names at the top of the chip counts.
Phil Ivey still going strong.
Still going strong, and we talked yesterday. We thought, hey, maybe this registering on day 1 thing is the new way to do well in these tournaments.
I think being Phil Ivey is the way to do well in these
That
tournaments.
does help. However, this whole late registering thing might have some perks to it, as Doyle Brunson came in at the very last minute today, and in the matter of about 4.5 seconds, ran his starting stack of 40K up to 200,000.
Good day for Doyle.
Great day for Doyle. And so, now that he has ended the day in the top 5 of chips, we are getting ahead of ourselves a bit, as the so-called poker media tends to do. However,
What if he wins this event?
do you know what that means, BJ? It means he might be capturing the most important multi-title title there is in poker.
Bigger than the Triple Crown?
The biggest. 4 times the importance of the Triple Crown,
That's
because
big.
Doyle is this close to claiming the elusive
But much coveted.
Diamond Dodecahedron. Now, BJ, for those who may not be overly familiar with the rare, yet-to-be-seen Diamond Dodecahedron, what does a player have to do to get it?
As indicated by its name, you're going to need 12 titles. These have to be WSOP bracelets or WPT titles. Not a lot of players in the race for this.
And because of a strange caveat in the Diamond Dodecahedron standards, it's really hard because one of the tournaments has to be in an event named after yourself. Thankfully for Doyle, this is the Doyle Brunson 5-Diamond North American World Poker Classic of the universe and the world all mixed up together. So if he wins this one, he'll be good to go.
Yes, this would give him the Diamond Dodecahedron. First player to do it.
Now, who else is kind of in the running, nearing those final legs of dodecahedron status?
The only other person that could win at this tournament is Phil Hellmuth. With his 11 WSOP bracelets, 1 WPT title would give him that important status. But None of these tournaments have been named after Phil.
Yeah, that dodecahedron would lose its diamond luster a little bit.
Yeah, it'd be
with
like,
Phil.
what's less than a diamond? Like a garnet, the coal dodecahedron?
The cubic zirconian dodecahedron.
There you go.
We
Sorry,
also have
Phil.
Johnny Chan is here and playing, and he doesn't have a WPT title yet.
He's still 2 away.
We
he
gotta
could-
give the man props
yeah.
that he is nearing dodecahedron well.
And I think there may even be more than one tournament, out in the Heartland or something, named after Johnny Chan. He gets his name out there.
There's got to be, I think, in Iowa or something.
Yeah.
So, which one of these guys would have the most impressive dodecahedron?
Like if Doyle gets it and then Phil gets it.
Which one's better? Which one is more real?
More real? Well, 12, they would both have 12. In that sense, they're equal, but different. Doyle with the 10 bracelets and the 2 WPT titles.
With the namesake clause.
With the eponymous tournament victory, I think that shows more variety. 10 plus 2 is just cooler. The 11 plus 1 is kind of a one-trick pony.
11 plus 1 sounds like you have a straggler who's just not as cool as the rest of you, so I'm right through it. Oh, guys, we have breaking news. Andrew, you're not the father.
Still?
Still. If we can get over the initial shock of that, and the shock of Phil Hellmuth coming in, sitting down, and making an exit.
Yeah,
Wait
so
a minute, not
Phil-
so shocking.
Yeah. What we said earlier about Phil winning at this tournament, not going to happen. But not the only one to hit
He
the
is
rail.
not the only one to hit the rail.
We've got my favorite segment. Let me do this one.
All
The
right.
girls on the rail. Now, as a photographer, this is my favorite. I love this. This is, what do you got there?
I've got the list of women who are on the rail.
That's not.
That's
what,
girls on the rail. That's how it works. Sorry.
Okay, well,
So girls on the rail, just bear with me here a second.
okay.
Here we go. The girls on the rail today who are no longer in the tournament include Lauren Kling, a woman, Kathy Lieber, a woman, Nancy Todd Tyner, a woman, Shannon Shore, a woman, Emmeline Boyce, a woman, Erica Shore, a woman, and JJ Liu, a woman. That was fun.
No, it wasn't. That's not how I thought that segment was going to go at all.
That's the way the cookie crumbles.
What a joke.
Well, if you're upset that all these women are gone, don't fear because there are women still in the event, and one of them is in the top 5, Vanessa Russo, 5th in chips.
Good day for Vanessa. Congrats to Vanessa. I hear she went to Duke University.
I hear she's a woman, too.
Ah, yes.
Now, she's got top 5 chip stack here.
She's done well at Bellagio before. She broke out onto the scene at the
07?
WPT World Championship
07? But-
06.
Is this the year of the Vanessa?
Yes, I think this year, 2010, has a great shot at being Vanessa's, but Vanessa Selbst, a woman
Who likes women?
who likes women. Vanessa Selbst having a great year, but hey, if Vanessa Rousseau does good here, it does a lot for the namesake. Could be the year of the David Bakers and the Vanessas.
That's not long at all. Vanessa has had a good year. That year was in 2009, though. This one, Vanessa Russo. But if she does win, that does say a lot. Would it be something you'd say is good for poker?
Absolutely. Vanessa, you've got a young, attractive woman who's media savvy. That would be great for poker.
She did go to Duke.
Yes.
All right, now she's in the top 5. Antonio Esfandiari is in the top 5. We got some other big names mulling around the top of the counts. Doug Lee in the top 5. Hasn't had a lot of WPT success, but a win here be good for poker.
Meh.
Yeah.
Sorry, Doug.
All right. Before we move on to our question of the day, we do have one quick production announcement, which is we'd like to congratulate Audley Harrison on being the latest member of the Davis and Matthew fan club. Congratulations, Audley Harrison.
Last name, last name. So confusing.
All right. Question of the day.
All
What's
right.
your favorite kind of chop?
Lots of different chops in the world, but I'm going to go with something from my youth, the karate chop.
Wicked.
Yeah, Karate Kid came out when I was just hitting my teenage years, and Daniel LaRusso going through that big tournament at the end. It was almost like the NBC Heads Up Championship.
With the
there was that whole
montage.
montage with the "You're the Best" song. I mean, the crane technique. Got to go karate chop. So what about you? What's your favorite chop?
I like 7-way chops in women's only tournaments.
Why would you chop in a women's tournament?
Obviously, I didn't want to, but they were all really tired, and it was really late at night, and
But
there was
why
a
would
lot
you
of
cave in?
pressure.
Ugh, why would you cave in? I mean, you got to think you're a favorite over that group.
No, because there weren't a lot of chips in play. The blinds were very big. That honestly, all of us were kind of an
Excuses.
underdog. Hey,
No.
as a Karate Kid fan, I hope that you can appreciate how much pressure there is on the underdog.
Yes, but the thing is, like when Daniel LaRusso had his leg swept and came back into the tournament, he didn't reach across and shake his hand and say good tournament and chop the title. Well, he did shake his hand, but that was after he kicked him in the face.
You want me to kick a girl in the face?
Mercy is for the weak. Show no mercy.